Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. I'm Trisha, and we are going to work with some UV resin today. And let me just, that got a little wonky a couple minutes ago, trying some new stuff. I mean, it's not super new. It's the old stuff just rejiggered. Damn it. All right. Hello and welcome, y'all. I think that might be as good as we're going to get. I just need to adjust the angle of something else. So, uh, welcome. And I was just, there we go. Okay. So, today we are working with UV resin. And there are some things uh, that we need to address with UV resin. We also need to address that if you hear snuffles or snores, like, um, my mic is very, she heard me. My mic is very directional, but the dog is on my foot. So that is a possibility that you might hear that. All right. So we have got UV resin. And the UV resin that I have is from TEMU. Well, let me backtrack that a little bit. So I have this UV resin, which is clear, that I got from Wish um a while back. I'm not sure how much is in there, not very much. I need to get more. I had a whole nother bottle and it leaked. So yeah. But I got these colored resins from TEMU. And the reason that the colored resins were so interesting to me is let me just there you go. That's better. Okay. So the reason the colored resins were so interesting to me is because when I have tried to mix resin pigments, liquid resin pigments with the clear UV resin, it was hit or miss, really. So I wanted to try some pre-colored UV resin. So I picked up this like emerald green. They're not, I mean, according to the color when I purchased it, that's supposed to be an emerald green. This is supposed to be like an amber color, and this is supposed to be like an amethyst purple. So I have some molds here that I also got from TEMU. And these are the first molds I got from TEMU, which are very Disneyfied, and I love it. Um, and these are actually like they're not little trays, but they're kind of little trays. I don't know how they're supposed to work, but because these are teeny tiny 10 milliliter bottles, we're not gonna deal with the big molds today. Um, we're just gonna do some of these little ones around the edges. And then I also have this that I had not opened yet. So I'm opening now with the lovely ASMR of plastic packaging. You're welcome. Um, these are, let me flip it so you can read them. Um, little like constellation zodiac signs. So I thought that was cute. For little necklaces. So we're making jewelry, and the first thing I want to make is hay. I want to make hay. And if you've never heard the phrase make hay, it's usually paired with make hay while the sun shines. And that just means you want to make some money. You want to get that bag, um, get paid. So if you did not know, which I realize I don't mention a lot, um, I sell my wares at TrishaLynGifts.com. That will redirect you to gifts.trishalyn.com. Um, but whatevs. Um, so that is where I sell said wares. And depending on what we get here today in stream, I might sell some of this. Um, I don't know. It just depends on how much I can get out of these tiny little bottles. So we need to address some of the things that I have on my table here. Um, not the soda. The soda's just, for me. So when working with resin, I've got on standby my little Q-tippies, and this is some bigger like pour trays and some finger cots. Finger cots are like the little condoms that go on your finger. They look like condoms. All right. Um, this is some, I don't know what it's called, but it's like if you were to put down something and then you put you use the tape, you put the little beveled thing on, and then you fill it with resin. Oh, shoot. Here we go. And then you put the little beveled thing on, the little shape, and then you fill with resin. I think I have some of those, but I don't think I have them out here. I think they're with my other molds in my bins in the garage. So I have gloves that I'm going to put on when we get right down to it. I've got a couple of molds. Some of these I got on um these ones I got on TEMU, which I will show you, and the links to all the molds are in the description below already. I already put them in there, so they're good to go. All right, but this mold I believe I got on Amazon. And I've got gloves that I'll be putting on. Um yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this mold on Amazon, and it's meant to be a keychain. So that's maybe something I'll like fill this in with some resin and then fill the rest with UV with clear. I don't know. We'll see. Um, that's on standby. I also have the different tools that I will need. I have 90% isopropyl alcohol, and that's just rubbing alcohol. Obviously, I just got this at Walmart. Um, and that's because it helps to clean up the resin that's not cured. Um, and then I have a lighter, so that I can pop the bubbles on the surface. I have a second lighter over here just in case, but I think that should work. And then I have my UV curing um flashlight. This is actually my husband's UV curing flashlight. Um because I cannot for the life of me find my big UV lamp. Um I think it's just in a different box. It wasn't in the box I thought it was in. What else? That's what's linked in the description below, a similar UV light that's usually used for like gel nails, like fingernails. I don't do gel nails. Um, so I use it for this. But this works just as well. And this particular flashlight has rechargeable batteries that are charging right now. So here's one of the rechargeable batteries. I'm gonna fling this bad boy in here. And then, oh no! Okay. Well, that's gonna go back in the charger and continue to juice. So the thing about UV resin um, is that unlike we'll just talk about resin while that continues to charge. Um, the thing about UV resin is that it is hard in like 30 seconds. Um, so it depends. This doesn't say on it. Peridot. Oh, peridot, not emerald. Sorry. That was peridot. That's amethyst, and this is agate. Right. Okay. I found the names written on them. Okay. But this one does say 30 to 40 sec. I mean, it says 30 to 40, and obviously this is in I honestly don't know if this is Chinese or Japanese. I think it's Chinese. Um, but generally that's, the hack that I have found. You just kind of look for that and you generally have the time. And let me show you these other molds that I got from TEMU. These are all for earrings. So here's some hearts and some butterflies and another little Mickey thing and some maple leaves. Yeah, that's what these are. These are maple leaves. Get your mind out of the gutter. Maple leaves. Um yeah. So, got those. And I also have over here off camera, I have my findings. So, if you are not familiar with jewelry making, this kind of thing is a finding. Um all the little pieces that you need to make jewelry are findings. And these are not ones I'm actually going to use because these are for hanging earrings, add charms for a quick earring. Um, well, I could, but for this particular batch, what I wanted to use. Sorry, I have a cascade of junk over here. What I wanted to use were some of my other findings, which I keep in this tackle box, and that is a hack in and of itself for you. Don't buy craft storage. Go to Walmart and go in the fishing area or the tools area and buy tool storage. So this particular box, there was a similar box when I went to Walmart that was in the craft section that was like 15 bucks, 10 bucks. I mean, it wasn't bad. But then you walk like 4 aisles over to the fishing stuff and this was like 250. Um $3, something like that. It was a fraction. So, I'm just saying. Go look in the it's the pink tax. Go look in the manly stuff and you'll find it for cheaper. Okay. So here's where I have all my findings, all my jump rings, um some crimper beads, my lobster clasps, my French hooks for earrings, and up here, those are also like for hook earrings. I have the post back earrings. So, and these are even better because these are tiny, tiny post backs. But I think with what I'm making today, the regular post backs with kind of the oh, that's just a rogue charm. The bigger post backs should work just fine. So, we've got a couple of those out here. Just gonna chuck them down there with that stuff for now. Well, the battery yeeted itself out of my hand. So I will be back shortly. Let me I'll be back in just a moment. All right, I'm back. Let me turn off the dance pop that we had going. Um, and a little more time, and you can see the UV light is working. Okay, so usually when I've done this in the past, I have turned off my lights. Um, the those lights before doing this, just to concentrate the UV. So we'll see how this works without doing that. And I will say that I also have one of these little guys that came from Wish or somewhere as well. That is a UV light you can see, but it is really not as powerful as this. This is more of like a tack light, so it doesn't work as well. All right, so I think the first thing I'm gonna do here is get my gloves on, which for the life of me I don't understand why there are no gloves that are like adult palm sized, but like, oh, these are actually not that bad. I was gonna say adult palm, but child length fingers, because that's me. I've got a adult sized palm and tiny fingers mostly. Oh, I may have to take off my watch for this. Yeah, I think the watch has to come off. Let me move that over there. All right. Man, I don't even take my watch off when I do my nails. All right. Okay. So let's give this a shot in the this mold, or these are tiny tinies. What should we try? I think let's try these because I'm actually the most concerned that these are not going to turn out, because in the past when I've used UV resin, the clear molds work best because the light can permeate it, but the opaque molds have not worked that great. So we're gonna see how it goes here and see what we got. Now what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to put down like the first little level, cure that, and then put in the posts. So that also might improve. Let me check that there's not like a, yeah, okay. That was a good call. Oh, come on. Too much. Getting While I am trying to work on this with gloves on, hit that like button because this is riveting, right? Yeah. Uh, come on. Ow. I 100% hit my thumb. The glove is not cut, so maybe I just stabbed myself. Now I'm just shaving off plastic. What the hell? Screw it. I was trying not to do that, honestly, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. And we're shaving off plastic. Okay, get that back on. And as the name implies, UV does cure under sunlight. So what I would generally do is also um, put them out on my porch to pull up some sun afterwards so they can like really bake, so to speak. All right, so let's give this a shot. Okay, and I just want to get it like into all the nooks and crannies. Get it, get it in there. Okay. Let's pop the bubbles on this and give it a shot. Just going to use my little spatula to get it kind of back into the sides. Okay. The nice thing about like using the silicone spatula to do this is that like I can cure it on the silicone spatula and then it's oh it's still sticky. That's interesting. I didn't cure it enough, but I cured it enough. All right. Okay. So might be too tiny for me to really hope for much bubble poppage, but I don't see any bubbles either. So we're gonna go with a 30-second timer on this to see. So we're gonna use the countdown and I'm gonna hold it. This is really like right on top of it. And I will see you in 30 seconds. let's see if 30 seconds did the trick. And it looks like it did because it's coming apart from the mold. And that little piece that was on top of the mold is definitely hard. Okay. So let's do the second coat with the finding. So put a little drop on it. And I want to kind of center the finding as much as I can. And like I said, this is a um post back earring. Okay. Now I just want to fill this. Okay. There's definitely some bubbles here, so hopefully, yep, that took care of the bubbles. I see a bubble on the bottom, but I think the bubble on the bottom was cured in from the first run. So, hey, this is the first batch. We'll see how it goes. So before, I should not have done that because it could have created another bubble. I wanted to make sure it was okay. Let me do this one more time. Yeah, the bubbles that I see are probably cured in. So let's give this another go. And what I like so far about this UV resin, the colored UV resin, is that it's not doesn't stink quite as bad. A lot of the UV resins smell very gross. And I have the windows and doors open and stuff to ventilate in here. It's not quite as toxic as some things. But it stinks pretty well. But this doesn't smell that bad. Now I don't have it super close to my face, so maybe it smells worse. Uh, if I were to get it right up close and personal, but I'm not doing that. So okay, let I think it has been it's been almost a minute. So we have oh I see more bubbles. We have our earring, and let's pop it out. All right. So for a first try, I want to just kind of do this and make sure the front from here is cured. Yeah, it's very like light. It's not a thick, um, opaque color. So the finding is real obvious. So I wonder if I going forward with this, I wonder if I just did like a layer of black or something. I'm gonna attempt to get the tiniest little bit out of here to kind of fill where I see some. uh, Oop, oop, oop. Alrighty. Let me cure that. I mean, for the first try, it's not terrible. Now, I like doing this method because with the post embedded in it like this, is just because it's less likely to break um, and have the post come off somewhere. Um, because I was thinking that I could, paint the back of it black or something, and then, um, oh, I just realized there's flash over on here, which is like this little art, but usually, yeah, the flash over like pops off really easy. Well, that was real easy to work with. I quite like that. It cured very nicely. Um, and I don't know because I have the gloves on how sticky it is, but I'm going to go ahead and get some alcohol on this paper towel and give it a wipe just just for good measure. Yeah. All right. Well, one down, and I understand that the point of this was, make two at once. But we had to get the proof of concept, right? So let's get just gonna put like a big dollop in there and then use my little spatula to move it into the corners. And hopefully by doing that I can avoid some of the bubbles. So I'm just trying to the the UV resin is like a gel. It doesn't flow super fluidly. Um, but it does flow. You see that did not pop that bubble in the corner. So I'm gonna try to coax that bubble. The bubbles are still like in the corners. So that's what is gonna be a problem. Okay. I think I got the bubbles out of the corners for the most part. I'm going to give it another good flamage to hopefully pop more. put a little bit. Oh, bubbles for days. Okay. More flamage. I think that did the trick. And we're going to cure for approximately 30 seconds. Starting now. All right. Luckily, these are small enough I can just kind of hold it down on top of it. And because of the like two teeth on the edge of the flashlight, it doesn't touch. It doesn't come into contact with that. But because this cures hard, even if it did, you just chip it off. Um, so this is my preferred kind of resin because I am impatient. And so this gives me results quickly. I do have some cast resin that I have never used. I will someday. All right. So, oh, I see a bubble. But it is pulling away from the sides. So it cured and we want to get our post in there. And then one of the tricks to kind of to help with the bubbles is to like constant stream because then you're not introducing a lot of bubbles. So hopefully that seems just about full. Kind of finagle it a little bit. Wipe that resin off. Wipe this resin off. And I will cure this. And hopefully then we'll have a pair of earrings. Um Now, with the bubbles and these being the first set, and you can obviously see the post really, really blatantly, this is not a set I would sell, generally speaking, because I don't feel like it is up to par. And that's kind of something that makers tackle with, right? Like we want what we make to be the best it can be. And so we have standards. And sometimes those standards are higher than they need to be, frankly, because we are a perfectionist type of folk. And sometimes that is a problem. All right. So pop this bad boy out. I would say this one looks better than the other one. Um, it's still not perfect. I still see a big bubble. Um, but in the wide scheme of things, this pair of earrings is done. So there are those. Let's give one of these a shot. So now that I have fuddled with the peridot and these molds are real easy to clean up. You can easily just cure any excess and then it just plops right off. Um that was the other thing too. And I'm so happy, by the way, that these molds worked being not clear. So happy. Um And I guess it's just because they're shallow, but yeah, I'm stoked on that. Now, like I said, the big circular, get the flash off there. And like if the flash is really like not chipping off, you can easily take some nippers like this. Um these aren't particularly um like narrow. You can't get into super small places, but you can use these to kind of nip off some of that extra. Okay. So, those are done for now. And the thing about these, like, the thing I can do to easily salvage these to a point where I would want to sell them is paint them. I could just put a layer of paint over them and hide all the flaws, but then that kind of negates, I don't know. It negates a little bit the resin, but we'll see. Okay. So maybe that's just something to keep in mind for the earrings. Uh and Lori, welcome back. Thanks for coming. Hey, mostly watching listening is perfectly fine. So, we're moving on. And this is where the Mother's Day aspect of this is coming in for today, anyway. Besides the fact that it is Mother's Day, I am making something for my mom. So, my mom and I are both Aquariuses. Aquarius. In fact, just blowing out a little bit of dust that I saw in there. Um, yeah, just because I can't reach my air blower. Um, in fact, my birthday is 2 days before my mom's. So I was born 2 days before her 27th birthday. I can't remember if it was 26 or 27. Like, I can't remember if she was 26 turning 27 or if she was 25 turning 26. I don't, oh, that's what I'm looking for. I don't recall. But so that was the fun fact, being born 2 days before my mom. There's a lot of like cool symmetry in my family, actually. Like, oh, I just got the resin all over my blade. Poop. All right. Not a deal breaker, just annoying. Okay, that's where the alcohol comes in. Cha, cha. Boom, diggity. Do you like my little unboxing knife? Super cute. Okay, get that out of the way. Get this lid on. So back to the little symmetry. Like I said, my mom. I was born 2 days before my mom's birthday, and so we're both Aquariuses, and we both have the same birthstone, which is an amethyst. It's not why I love purple, just it just helps. Uh, so that's the story there. Similarly, I'm just gonna kind of slowly fill around this, and I'm trying to keep one stream so that we don't have as many bubbles. Trying to get it around that. And I want to do the same thing with this one, is kind of fill in the first layer, cure it, and then go from there. All right. I think that's good. This one seems to be flowing a little better. Kind of move that and let the get in there. Um, so going on with the more similarities, my brother and my dad are both Tauruses. They're not born in the same month. Um, my brother is born toward the end of April. My dad's birthday is the beginning of May. Actually, happy birthday to my dad who does not watch. His birthday was Friday. So, so they're both Tauruses. And my parents did this thing that I honestly don't know how far in advance they thought about this and planned it because it didn't seem like the planning type, to be honest with you. I mean, other than the fact that I know both my brother and I were planned, we were not accidents. Um, but uh, so my middle name, Lynn, is short for my mom's name, which is Jocelyn. Um, and my brother's middle name is my dad's name. So just cool. And me and my brother both have uncommon names. You don't meet a lot of Trishas. Um, I've seen more and more as I've gotten older, but like growing up there was nobody else. Um, and then in high school I met another Trisha. But um yeah, so you don't see many. My brother also, I don't want to throw his name out there necessarily. Um, but his name is real uncommon. And yeah, that I married somebody with an uncommon name too. It's just like that. All right. So I should have been curing this the whole time I was just babbling on. I'm just going to kind of set it on top, let it do its thing while it cures. Um, so, so yeah, that was kind of an interesting plan and it worked out because if, they'd had a third kid, what were they going to do? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what the plan was, but actually, I don't think the plan was to have a third kid. I think the plan was we done. We got a girl, we got a boy. We out. So that was what was going on there. The other thing that's nice about this that I'm noticing with the color UV, and I'm hoping that I can go back on TEMU and get bigger bottles than this. I mean, one bottle was like 50 cents or something. Like maybe it was $1. Oh, no, they might have been more expensive than that. I'll have to look. Um, but I want like this size bottle of this. I want 50 grams, not 10 milliliters. Give it to me. But what I'm noticing about this, oh no, okay, this did like, maybe it didn't. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that. There is an air bubble right between the where the hole will be, which will hinder some things. But I can fix that, I believe. All right. So let me get the second. Oh, that might help. Let me get the second layer going here. Dang it. I really was trying to avoid that and I'm irritated that that happened. I've got my steady stream and I'm just kind of doming it off there. Oh no. Well, here's the benefit is that my mom definitely won't care if it's not perfect. Cause that's what moms are great at, right? They're like, "Oh, honey, it's fine. You made it, and so I love it." Moms are, well, most of the time the best hype men, right? They will get the hype done. Let me just, it got all punked when I was stupidly squeezing it with the cap still on. All right. So, yeah, most moms, I would say, best hype beasts, hype trains. I don't know what you want to call it ever. Okay, popping the bubbles, the Bublés, popping the Michael Bublés, and curing. Now I'm gonna hold it up a little more than I did before. I just kind of rested it because what I was starting to say and then kind of got sidetracked with the thing is that when I was mixing pigments into clear resin, one of the problems I was having was that the as I cured it, the resin would shrink a little bit and just look like shit. Frankly, it'd be poo. It would not look good. Um, or that the resin would cure, but then like pockets of the ink or the colorant would not. But it was early mixed, so I don't know what was happening. That's why I wanted to try the colored so that I didn't have to worry about mixing in some other element. And I know that like it's because like if you do I've seen a lot of videos where people use like a casting resin, which is a two-part resin. You mix the hardener in with the base, I guess. I don't know what it's really called. And then it has to cure for like 24 to 48 to 72 hours. I have never screwed with that kind of resin because honestly, like don't I have a lot of clutter in my crafting. Um, I mean, as you can honestly tell by my layout here, I just there's kind of a cacophony of crafty stuff around a lot. So I yeah, so I have that going for me, cacophony of craft, and I don't trust it to sit out and not like get pixel hair, like dog hair in it or dust or somebody's going to knock into it or knock something over onto it or I just don't really I could take it out to my husband's shop and leave it or I could put it in the garage maybe and leave it and it'd be fairly untouched but yeah, I have a little box of like the resin cast to mess with but I haven't yet. So, one of these days I will do that. All right. This should be cured. Oh, it's hot. Caliente. Whoop. Just came right through. And actually, all things considered, it's hard like this particular camera, the color is a little functified. It is a really nice purple. My gloves are actually purple too. I know they look blue, but this is purple. These maybe this you can see it a little better down here is purple. And in terms of like the fit, let's do this. Well, hold on. Let me do this so you can properly see it. Whoop! Okay, not that. Thanks. Okay, that's not gonna work either. I'm just for everything. Okay, since I was gonna wipe it anyway, I'll do that. Oh no! Something happened on my screen here. It did weird things. Chrome went half sized or something. All right, now I can see. Okay, so bringing it up. you can see that the bubble messed with where the hole is, but actually it, it almost it almost looks intentional. I don't I don't hate it. And it's a little like concave. It's a little uneven when you like look at it this way. And I wonder if that's because filling it in layers, one layer wasn't thick enough. Interesting. But you can see the detail, you can see the constellation. And I think what I will do is I have a fine tipped um gold paint pen, and I might try to fill in not the Aquarius, but just like the points of the uh the points of the constellation. And I'm just wiping. Oh yeah, there was definitely like uncured stuff on the front. Okay, let me give that another blast of this. But yeah, I mean generally though, I'd say this worked out well. And actually I can see now that I'm looking at this, you see the little like dots that look like condensation in there. That's like little bits that didn't cure initially. And I don't know, I'm just gonna like cure them. I think I probably should have gone like whole hog and filled it all the way. Schnarf. Okay. Now I gotta deal with a bunch of little tiny things in there. All right. Well, this is good. I like this. I think my mom will like it. She'll like that it's not perfect. And I don't know. I don't know if I should make it into a keychain for her or a there's enough of the hole that it's sound. That bubble is not gonna it's just kind of there and makes it a little notch. Um oh, now I kind of hate this bit in the center here. I wonder if I can oh, I know what I can do. Okay. I'm gonna put it back in here kind of. This is backwards, but I just basically want to get the plug through the hole, which is not happening. All right, so much for that. Um what I can try to do is use the clear to um like dome it off and put oh that's I'm not going to be able to put the gold in there then. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with it. All right. Let me see. I can get oh, this is going to be okay. Oh no. All right. Well, apparently filling it in with the clear literally just fills it in and you can't see it at all, which doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. So I'm gonna fuddle with this a little bit. Try to get it up to the corners. Huh, that is weird. I would have thought I would not have thought that that would just negate the fill, and like you can kind of like see it through. Maybe not on my camera. I can sort of see the Aquarius. You can kind of see it, but like not really. So I think I am wiping a bunch of resin off because I do not want to salvage that. Oh, I might have just ruined this. Well, the only like downside of ruining this, honestly, is that I don't have a whole lot of the resin. Actually, I don't think I did. All right. So now you can see details and stuff again. Come on. There we go. All right. Well, we'll see. I might try something different in that. Let me just wipe that off. I'm gonna put that in my trash and get another piece of that. All right. So the other colors that I have are this amber, and I have clear, of course. Um, but I haven't used this amber. Maybe, actually, I want to use, well, I debate using more of the purple because if I want to do the redo the Aquarius, I would want to redo it in purple. So I think what I'm going to do is use the green and make the little alien dude. And now this one, I think I am going to just make it and then I will deal with like earring posts or whatever I decide later. Just cuz I don't. Okay. Fill the little thing. Thank you. So I want to do this one all in one pour. Okay. I think I've gotten that about level, and now there's a single solitary bubble. Get the alcohol again. Put the lid on that before I drop it accidentally. Okay. Pop the bubbles. Boop. Popped. And let's get a little green alien. Wah. While that is curing, Lori asks, can I gold leaf the Aquarius sign if I have any? I don't have any, and I've never done that. So that's definitely something I would like to try. Um, but I don't have any gold leaf. So I I could in the future, maybe. But I can't right now because I don't have anything to do that. But that's a good idea. Oh no, there's like a single little curly hair that's fallen into the heart next to it. You can't really see it. Um, but it's not in the green guy, so I'm not really worried. The green is definitely like less. Well, I haven't done like a a deep single pour of the green. So maybe if I did a, like, well, I wouldn't want to do the Gemini. What's what's peridot? Peridot is one of the birthstones, but I don't know which month or sign it is. Oh no, peridot is August, maybe. August is Leo. Ooh, my friend falls into that. Okay, blowing out the. Oh, that little hair is still freaking there. Get out. Okay. So, boom. Ooh, it's hot. Like, hot. But we have a little green alien. Choo-choo. The claw. That came out spectacularly. No bubbles. There's like a little bit of something in there, but I don't mind it. I love it. Okay. The little green alien guy came out well. Sweet. Let's do another one. And then at some point, I can turn those into earrings. Get all the bubbles out. Thank you. Thank you. Get in there. And just keeping a steady stream, like not really like lifting and stuff, really worked to keep a lot of the bubbles out. So 10 out of 10 recommend that method. And put that cap back on. I do want to use the amber to see the color. So maybe we'll do the little mini ears in amber in a second here. Yeah, let me just okay. Uh-oh. There we go. Like I hope the battery didn't die. I have the other one charging. So there's always that. My husband bought this one on Amazon and he was like, "Yeah, it was like 12 bucks or something." And the batteries, the rechargeable batteries with the charger are like worth as much as that. Don't even like not to mention the um the actual flashlight. But I, for whatever reason, for the life of me, cannot find it again on Amazon. So maybe I will, now that I have it out here, borrowed from him, try to look it up by the name and numbers so I can maybe get another one. But definitely put a link in the description for y'all. Um, yeah, I think what I might do with the little green guys is just put a layer of like light green or white paint on the back and then resin on the post. Because then that would adhere the post well but you wouldn't be able to see this like big silver thing in there. And like I think with some of the designs, it wouldn't matter. Like if I put it like square in the middle of the little Mickey ears or the heart, it wouldn't be as noticeable as it is in the little leaves. But yeah, that's just a thought for another day. Let's see, is this Ooh, lovely? The claw. Wait. Where's my oh, trying to find where it is. Is the claw. The claw. The claw. Ooh. Nope, 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 nope. Better? No? Uh, I hear an echo now. Hold on. I know I'm so smart. Uh, uh, hmm, uh, bop, 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 bop. I think that's back to normal. I need to just buy a good um soundboard that's not this kind of it's a foreign language when it tells me things. Um yeah, I don't know what this button is doing anymore. Oh, it was on normal. Is it still normal, Lori? Let me know. Um Looking around for my little manual so I can fix this. Where is it? All right. Let's take a brief break while I read some things. Oh, it is normal. What the shit does that button even do then? I'm so confused. 13. Repeat this key to switch to a different tone. Well, I did that. Press this key to repeatedly switch to change your voice to male, female, child, or monster. Yeah, I did that. How do I get back to. Ah, okay. Now, there we go. I don't hear the echo anymore. I don't know if you can hear a difference. I just, I just, I just want to use the baby voice and then go back. All right. That's all I'm asking for. Also, I was like reading that and was totally going to put on a little video here and forgot. So, bear with me. Thanks for hanging. All right. So, got the little green guys. And I think what I want to do now is try out the amber that I opened up a second ago. And I'm going to try it out. Oh, maybe on the little crown. or the ears? ¿Por qué no las dos? All right. Let's try the ears first. Ooh. This is way more of an orange than I had initially anticipated. When it said, here's the problem with this, is getting it into this little area because it doesn't really flow. It does and it doesn't. So I'm trying to like coax it out of the ears to like fill down into there without this bubble thing that I just created happening. So that happened and I can't change that. All right. Let me see if I can pop those bubbles though. Okay. I was not able to pop this bubble, but I could pop the little tiny bubble. So what I'm gonna do? Oh! I know what I'm gonna do. Back to my findings kit. I have a bunch of these like head pins. Ouch. That I don't use a lot. So I'm gonna see. I can use this to move or pop that bubble. Damn it, Bobby. um, if I try thinning it with alcohol, my fear is that it would not cure because the alcohol is how you clean it. So I think that it's like why you put nail polish thinner in nail polish to thin it out and not nail polish remover, which will just ruin your nail polish. It's something different. So hmm, I don't know what's happening there. Also, Lori asked, since I do nails, do I have a nail UV lamp? Yes, I do. Um, I just could not find it earlier because I don't do gel polish that much. Um, I did talk in the last stream about my hack for gel polish, which was using I'm gonna try to like snip these at an angle and get more of a pinpoint on it and see if that'll pop. the bubble. Um, but I do have a nail UV lamp. I just couldn't find it earlier because I don't use it for nails that much. All right, I feel like I'm making this worse. So I am just going to try to pop the bubbles I can, fill it the rest of the way, cure it, and see what we get. 'Cause it's a experiment anyway. All right, definitely need. All right, let's just cure it. Get it over with. Now that I know what kind of a pain in the ass it is, and I think if I had originally used like the stick to guide it down in there, I could have avoided the bubble. So we'll see in a couple minutes or in a minute when it's done. Um, but I think I might try one more Aquarius, and then actually do the jewelry part of this. So making these into jewelry. Um, some of these, mm, some of these would be cute to like then put in here and fill this with like regular resin or even just like clear UV resin and get that so that these are just like the little pieces, you know, that are in the bigger. Yeah, it's not great. That bubble really like oh, there we go. Um Focus. The bubble really took a chunk out of it, but uh, ooh, all things considered, I think that's decent. But I also wonder if I can put it back into the mold upside down. This one in particular, since there's not like engravings or anything on it, maybe I can do this. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. All right, put it in upside down, and now I'm just going to get a little bit of resin in there to fill that. There's a lot of flash, but I'm okay with that. There is a little bubble, so let me pop, you bastard. Okay, we might have to avoid, Anyway, get creative. I'm super happy with the way the little green aliens came out. So I have hopes for this. And these, like this little charm, I can't make that into earrings really unless I did something in the center. Um, which I guess if I had just the right sized circle in my other molds, maybe I could. Hmm, something to think about. Uh, okay. More questions. Let me mouse. Food torch. Do you have one, or have you tried one? I have not tried one. I don't have one. For somebody who loves creme brulee as much as I do, you would think I would, but I don't cook. really. So I don't have one. Um, I thought about getting one though to try it, but I don't know. For these little things, generally, just a Bic multi-purpose stick lighter seems to work just fine. Um, but if I were to start using, because it's not the flame that is popping the bubbles necessarily, it's the heat. So like other people use heat guns a lot. I just don't have one, so I don't use one. All right. So now, shit. Okay. I'm just going to clip off the little flashing from fixing that. And it's not, it's still not perfect, but it's closer. Focus here. Thank you. It's cute. So yeah. So I think eventually it'd be cute to like, just kind of throw these in here as their own little pieces and then fill that with clear resin so that these pop out. That'd be cute eventually. But yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna. Oops, they're stuck. All right. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those with this one. Ooh, you know what? Nah, it's not big enough. Okay. I thought maybe. Oh, it's not the same shape. Yeah, I can't just like shove these into here and put the. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. All right. I need a tiny, teeny comfort break. So chill out. Don't go anywhere unless you are going to TrishaLynGifts.com to check out all the other things that I sell. It's not just resin stuff. It's not just um I sew, I do a lot of other crafts. I have wine charms, buttons, lots of stuff. Some of the stuff that you've seen me make on this channel, some stuff that I made years ago and I'm just trying to offload it. Because I'm done making wine charms. There was like a minute where everybody and their mom was like, "Oh, you should make wine charms. I'll buy a set from you." And then I made a bunch. Crickets. Crickets. All right. I will be back, my lovelies. Give me about 45 seconds. And I will be back. All right. Fired. I'm fired from my own stream. Because that was ridiculous. I've been yeeted twice. I'm gonna put you see this mouse sitting over here. Maybe I'll just turn it off. this is ridiculous. Keeps eating me. All right. So. Okay. Let's give this another shot. And I'm going to see. I do have a canned air here. The dog is back. Just want to blow out. Okay. And I'm going to give this one more shot with the amethyst resin. I'm just trying to keep a steady stream to fill it. Trying to get that area behind and let it just flow back there. All right. It started to sputter. That off. All right. And now I'm gonna try to use this hip pin again. Get it back around back of that. Gonna cheat it toward me. I don't see any bubbles that are trapped there anyway. Okay. Oh. Amber back. And let me top this off. It just seems like it's not super level back there. All right, now the edges look good. Okay. The excess. So clearly, I can't see how much is in here because they have to be in black bottles. I mean, it doesn't feel like it weighs much less than the one that we've used the least. So it goes, it can stretch a while. We'll see. All right. Get this ready to go. And I'm just kind of watching time. All right. Oh, I got something in it. Like some dust or something. It's fine. It is what it is. Let's see. Charm bracelets would be fun. Custom ordered. Many people that are grieving pets send you ashes. All right. I would not feel comfortable with the immortalizing the ashes in resin. That's just I've never done it. I'm certainly not going to attempt it with my own pet's ashes from my own. I just would not feel comfortable doing that. And the thing about like charm bracelets is I've done those too. And it's custom ordered is one thing. I'm always available for custom stuff. Like if you saw these and you're like, hey, I want that Virgo, but I just want it clear, or I want that Virgo, but I want it in green, or I don't know, whatever, holla at your girl. I'm always available for that kind of thing. But yeah, the thing is, I'm not looking to add products to my website because well, I mean, I am, like, I will, add what I have the capability of making, but I just, like with the wine charms, I just had too much trouble with people telling me, oh, you should sell these, and then I sold them, and then nobody freaking bought them. So, and then I have a tote full of wine charms that, yeah. I mean, I could certainly repurpose them into charm bracelets, for sure. But yeah, I just think people don't wear charm bracelets that much. I don't know. I'm extra curing this. It's baking extra. Tap like cake batter. Oh, for the bubbles, I guess? Yeah, I did that a little bit. I feel like that might introduce bubbles, honestly. But, okay. That was a single pour. It's kind of domed. Woo! Hot jambalaya. That's hot as shit. It's definitely a more, uniform size than the other. And it feels like it's still a little sticky. Yeah, and there's these little dots again on the bottom. So, I will just cure the top. I'm really kind of irritated I can't just dome over it in clear. I mean, obviously, if I painted in the Aquarius part, I could, but... And I've never tried the, like, taking it and doing it in the mold. Maybe I could try that another time or later. But for now, we'll just leave this as it is and turn it into a necklace, I think. Thing is, I'm still on the fence. Necklace or keychain. My mom doesn't really wear necklaces. She doesn't wear a lot of jewelry at all. And she is allergic to a lot of metals. So yeah, maybe I will just make like a little keychain she can hang. I think that's what I'll do. Paint the symbol and put clear over it. Yeah, if I did that, I totally could. The problem with that is just how, there's some divots in the top. That's the problem is just how tiny the details are. Let's do this. It's just how tiny the details are. Like, this whole thing is about the size of a quarter. So, trying to get paint in there is a little tricky. But, yeah, so. Just trying to, like, cure the little pieces that are still stuck in there. Dislodge, blow out. Okay. I'll mess with that later. So now we are going to switch gears and make this into a keychain. So let me just get another good wipe of alcohol. Just make sure it's all good. Got a little floofy in there. Okay. I'm gonna take these off. Oof. Freedom! Yeah, it's not sticky, which is good. For the most part. Okay. So, because I'm going to make it into a keychain, I need my keychains. All right. The dog had opinions. Uh-oh. There we go. The dog had opinions and moved my case that has my all right. So grab that, and I need a bigger jump ring. Let me grab that. Y'all, I need another comfort break, so I will be back in a minute or two. I'll be back. Dog move. All right, I'm back. Sorry about it. Life finds a way. Things have to be taken care of. My whole setup just got wonky as shit. No. All right. That's as good as I can. Okay. So, what I also need from the big kit is a big jump ring. So, see one here. That should be big enough. Okay, so I've got my big jump ring. I'm going to go through this hole and connect to this. Fix. Gotta fix some stuff that got cattywampused as I was trying to get off. Gel nail polish in the indents, wipe off, and add a clear coat. Maybe? I don't know. Alcohol paint rub up, maybe. It could. I just don't know if that would work. And thank you. They are looking still great. No chipping. That's okay. There's a little bit of chipping, but that's Hollow Taco top coat. All right, that side, because I need my toolbox and I need my pliers. Okay, so here's my pliers, and we'll see if that jump ring is big enough. If not, I have some of these that are considerably larger. All right. Alrighty. Let's get back to it. So, let's see if I can try to move this again. The problem is when I move it back here and then I tighten the thing, it wants to move way the hell. So there's like no in between. Oh, you piece of monkey poop. All right. Oh, the organization is an illusion, Lori. It's an illusion. It is not. Okay. So, I will teach you a little something that I think most people who do anything with jewelry know, but not all. Okay. So when you're opening up a jump ring like this, you don't want to just pull this way. You want to twist like this. So it's not going to focus like I would like, but you saw it. I twisted it open. And just gonna, oh, perfect. So that jump ring worked, and I'm just gonna put that through while I have it open. Twist it back. it down here. Maybe you can see it better. Et voila. A kitchen with the Aquarius logo constellation. And that is how that's done. And ready to give. I don't like quite how the surface of this came out, but I'm not sure there's much I can do. And now, because I want to try the purple in something else, because I wonder if it's the purple that is having that issue, or these molds that has this issue. So I'm going to turn it this way so I can try to get into Maleficent's horns. Let me see if I can get it to just kind of flow. Ooh, I don't want it to overflow that part, though. So let me just try to coax it down into the horn. Okay. But don't see any bubbles in there. There's a little bubble against the side, but I think, yeah, that got that. I love how I pop the bubbles and then apply more and need to pop more bubbles. Because poppity pop pop pop. All right. Let's cure that. Yeah, I have also I've seen that as well, but that's why I'm perplexed with these Zodiac ones, because they're clear molds. They're not opaque molds. And in fact, these opaque molds that I did with the earring worked just fine. Now, I did do like a double pour situation on those, but I don't know, maybe we'll try them again in a minute here. Maybe with the orange agate. Once I get Maleficent's horns here all cured up. Now is a good time to tell you to like and subscribe to my channel for more riveting content like watching resin cure. You know you love it. All right. I don't know what my next... That's the thing too. Resin is hot as hell when it's done. That's hot potato. But it's not sticky. this is something interesting. So with the green, hopefully you can see the difference between these. The green, the back of the green is a little like bowed, but the back of the purple, like a tiny bit, but the back of the purple, you can tell by the way it's reflecting that there's a distinct lip on the back. Like it shrinks in a bit. And the green doesn't do that. Green is like solid. The purple has like this, well, lip to it. It's got like a dip. It's weird. But all things said and done, I mean, if I put that in there and this in there and fill this, oh my gosh, that's like phantasmic right there. Phantasmic. All right. And these are like, this is like the showstopper, you know, the showstopper Mickey with the castle, but the little things on the side are not as intriguing. These have a weird, they're not, I mean, they kind of look more like Shrek than they do Mickey ears or Kermit. I don't know. I'm just saying. They don't scream Mickey ears like this one does. It's just the proportions are off. You see what I'm saying here? Comparison. There's like not enough of the ear touching the face. I don't know how to describe it. Just like these are not right. Like they're kind of more bears than they are mice. At least not Mickey Mouse. See what I'm saying? Actually, looking at how like shallow these ones around the side are, I think that is exactly what you're supposed to do, is like mold a bunch of these and put them in here and then fill it. I don't know. We'll figure out. These would make cute earrings in and of themselves. So I don't have my glue for that. So I don't want to do that right now. But yeah, let's try these. Actually, I wonder something. Let's try these. I'm going to put it in the clear and then see if I can mix some of the color in and get like a swirly thing going on. Now these are not like the same brand, so I don't know how well this is gonna work out, but this is the most amount of experimentation I am willing, get out of my way, to do today, to be frank. All right. Let's get ears worth of gold. It seems to be like playing nice. Ears worth of green. The green is real light, but it is supposed to be peridot and not like emerald. So I think if I got the emerald, it might be a little more interesting. Okay, so bring these up so you can see. This is kind of just how I have them for right this second, and I'm gonna find, nope, I'm not gonna find that head pin. because I think I threw it away. Because I thought I was done with it. Luckily, plenty more. Yeah, I only really have organization for like tiny parts like this, but I have like a million of different boxes for them. I bought like a big tool chest to put everything in, and I just haven't. Okay, so let me see if this kind of swirls. It did. That is kind of cool. Purple really seems to have swirled more than the other colors. That's a decent swirliness. Alright. Let me top this off. And I'm just trying. I know I'm like expelling air. Right? Oh. I found the other pen. This is what I mean. Like, it might look like I'm organized, but I got crap everywhere. Because, you know, nobody's perfect. Alright. Pop in the bubbles. And see what we get. Yeah, this is a riveting shot of the back end of this flashlight. Let me do it this way so you can kind of see that I'm just kind of... Oh, God. Okay. You know how I said, like, oh, the colored stuff doesn't smell as bad as the clear? And maybe, you know, it's just because it's down here and I can't smell it? No, the clear stinks. So this... I don't know how that's pronounced. Cow cow? Cow cow? I think the QI is like a K. I honestly don't know. But I'm going to try to get more of this. Like in different colors. And maybe I can get the same brand of clear and it won't stink to high hell like this does. And a note about the UV resin. When I look on Amazon, most of the UV resin I find is from a land far away. It's from China or Japan. I have to assume based on the price it's from China. But it's all like mostly in a foreign language and not a lot of English, which doesn't bother me necessarily. But if you do want to use something that is maybe a more user-friendly to the United States or English-speaking audiences, I do know that Total Boat, I think, makes a UV resin. I've never used it, but I've seen people use it. So, all right, this is hot tamale. At this point, so I just want to like demold these and then cure them on the other side just for good measure before I commit to saying they're done. One definitely turned out better than the other one, I will tell you. One has some tiny, tiny, tiny bubbles around the edges that I didn't see. I see flash on the mold, so I'm just trying. Yeah. So if you see, you can see now in the molds that there's like it where it didn't cure, like little bits that stuck that didn't cure. So the opaque molds are hit or miss. Like, they worked pretty decently, but with some issues. Oh well. Honestly, like, they were not expensive, so. Alright. Ooh, they are sticky. Let me try curing this side a little more before I bring them up to the camera and show you. But yeah, and like comparing, you can't really see because of the UV light, but comparing like these mini Mickey ears to these, like, you can see that the proportion is not quite right on these. And I kind of knew that when I got these, when I ordered them. Ooh, but you know what would be cute? I don't think I have any little googly eyes, but if I could get googly eyes that fit like these ear canals and then filled it with green and made little froggies, oh, that would be cute. In fact, when I bought these, I think they might have been called bear and not mouse. Because they're all, you know, butterfly and heart and maple leaf. It really was called maple leaf. Or just leaf, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, and I know I didn't put my gloves back on. They're sticky. Okay, these are like way more sticky. So let me just. And if you, this is like a much smaller scale, but I will say that if you have a resin 3D printer, it's the same stuff basically. It's just in large, pourable, and it is the same process. Like, my husband has one, and you have to cure everything after it's done, extra beyond just the curing to get it into that shape, and then you have to wipe it off with alcohol. It's still a little sticky even after wiping it off, but that's fine. It's good enough. Let me show you how. Actually, let me do this since I have this sitting here, so you can see the colors when I hold it up. All right. I think the colors came out, like, the purple kind of dissipated a lot, but I think this purple is slightly problematic, if I'm honest. I don't know. They're cute for what they are, which are purely a test. So I like them for that. But yeah, if you compare them to that one, you can see definitely they are the wrong. There's too much of the ear touching the head for them to properly be like true Mickey Mouse shapes. But this one's really good. This one, oh, love it. I really wish I need a better camera. I need a better camera, or I need like to somehow be able to fix the white balance in some way that properly shows purple's my favorite color. This is frustrating, but it is really a amethyst purple, not this like blue periwinkle thing. I don't know. All right, so that's what we've got. Got all these. We've got the leaves that are just leaves. Squares. See, these without any... I could probably, like, fill in... like, do a dome on these or something. But I'm actually not, like, other than the being able to see the posts through it, I'm not mad at these. Like, I think that given what they are, a little bit of raggedness makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't hate these. I just hate that I can see that that it's not more opaque in the color. But I think that's the deal with UV resin, right? The light has to permeate it to cure, so I don't think you can get really like opaque colors. And as we see with, you know, the purple, the darker the color, the harder it is to permeate all the way to the bottom. And maybe if this one like did this bowed out center thing too, so I don't know. Maybe if I did like a layer of clear and then put on the color. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be any better, honestly. It would just smell. But one last thing, we're gonna give it a shot. And I am gonna make this Leo with the peridot. So I'm kind of hitting the dregs of this bottle. Maybe I'll get some Total Boat after this and see if that really does any better. I think this I think my problem might be the nozzle. So, oh Jesus, that's travesty. I think some like might have cured in there, kind of thing. So I'm just gonna. All right, that was well, way more than I wanted to pour in there. Alright. Maybe that'll just be clear. The thing about it popping the bubbles is that it'll only pop the surface bubbles. So any bubbles that seem to be like deeper in there, it won't pop. That's why I'm trying to like finagle them higher, if that makes sense, to get them to the surface. Okay, that worked for one. Two. And yeah, I used the end of this that I'd used in the purple, and now there's a little bit. I don't think you can see it, but oh nope. See another deep bubble. Okay. All right. I think I got. There's a bubble in the E of the Leo. Okay, I think I got it out. All right. Come on. Thank you. All right. Let's cure. And then hit the, and we'll see if, like, the clear resin, just kind of rest that. If the clear resin cures all the way through to the other side, better than any of the colored, then maybe this is just a sign that I need to give up the UV resin and go to regular resin. We'll see. But I'm pretty happy with these. I will see if I can find some bigger ones, like bigger quantities on TEMU or elsewhere. Yeah, I am kind of disappointed about the Aquarius one, but I think this is, like I said, it is good enough that my mom will be like, oh, this is lovely. I like it. And I may still try to put the gold paint inside of this. I'm not great at that technique of, like, but it is indented, so I'm not great at that technique of, like, putting it in and then wiping it off. But I might give it a shot. I've got time before I send it off to my mom, who I thought I had. Oh, I did. Okay, good. It wasn't my mom. So yeah, I will attempt that after this. Yeah, I've got some time. I don't need to. I can mail this off. You know, she'll understand. All right. Kind of hit it on both sides for a little bit. Something I'm noticing, though, is there's kind of like an indent in the mold on some of these. Not this one, but like the Aquarius one. So maybe it's a matter of it can't get totally level. Okay. Now, let me, like, top this off with the peridot. This one seems to be the best, like, blowing, even though just spin. Okay, that's nice and domed. bubbles out. Trying not to like have the alcohol just open, because I don't want to drop it and have alcohol go everywhere. But I have to keep applying it because it evaporates so quickly. All right, so I think. Oh, I moved it and it went all the way through. Okay, it also covered up the hole. So we'll have to do a little finagling there. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Just have to poke through. I have the tools. I have the technology. All right. Let's cure this up. And this is really going to be our last endeavor for today. So, once again, if you are interested in any of this stuff, I may try my hand at more of these to make them into necklaces or more keychains. I'll probably make the little green aliens into earrings, and from there, if anything looks good enough, I will add it to my shop. In the meantime, please check out TrishaLynGifts.com. It's on the bottom of your screen. Anything that I have there that is for sale is 100% available. If you want something custom that's similar to something you see but not quite, you can email me, and my email address I will put in the description of this video. It is handmade@TrishaLyn.com. You can reach out, we can talk, and get something custom done for you. But just, it really helps if you like this video, if you subscribe to my channel. I am trying to build it up, so that is always helpful. And tell me, on Twitter or Instagram, wherever, they are at the top of the screen. It's TrishaLyn on Instagram and just TrishaLyn on Twitter. Tell me what you want to see more of. Do you want to see more crafts? Do you want to see more specific crafts? Do you want to see more nails? Like, I like doing both, and the crafts, I have so much that I can do. So just let me know. I am amenable, and I'm here for you on the weekends. All right. So I think this is, for one, hot as hell. 2, weird. Boom. All right. So the green back does give it kind of a greeny tinge. I put too much clear in it. I meant to put it halfway through of clear, or not even, just enough to cover the little raised bits. One thing I'm noticing, it's not in the mold, but there is a little bit here that I don't know, maybe wasn't full cured, so I'm just going to cure it a bit more with the UV light and see if that takes care of it. But unfortunately, I don't think it will. But we'll see. I'll make this into probably a keychain because my friend is not too much of a necklace kind of gal. So it feels totally cured. I don't feel, yeah, there's just nothing that can be done about that. I don't know. I don't know why, but maybe it is the quality of my light. Maybe it is the quality. It's not really sticky, but I'm wiping it off anyway. Let's see if I can get that a little bit. Alright. This one, there's a little tiny bit on the side that's a little bit of flash. There we go. Now it's not quite as noticeable. But yep, there is the Leo. I think that's the, maybe. Alright. We're gonna give Aquarius one more try. Are we gonna, alright. Let's do this. I'm gonna take my little tiny Q-tippies. Okay. Tiny Q-tippies. Silicone bowl. Okay, first of all, I'm going to wipe out my silicone bowl because it's got some dust in it. I don't want that dust. Mold. Put that aside. Pour a little bit of alcohol in there. And then I'm going to use this to kind of just make sure I've got all the uncured resin out of there. Which I'm pretty sure I do. Another one. Sop some of that up. I don't know if some of this is cured. That's cured resin. So I have to chip it off. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we can do the hybrid method and get a freaking Aquarius that looks as good as this Leo does. So, we're going to try our best. I'm going to try not to pour as much in here as I did with the last one. Okay. That is likely going to give us what we're looking for. Spread this over still see bubbles that are like underneath, so I'm just gonna try to like get them closer to the surface. That is not. Let me try the cake batter, tapping it method. All right. See, it's not covering it there. Alrighty, let's try this again. What does my husband use to cure his 3D print items? He has built a box with a UV light strip to cure his items, and he leaves them for hours. I think maybe he doesn't leave them for hours, but he definitely cures them longer. I think. Okay. I think my internet might be getting a little shoddy. Because the music sounds weird. Shit's going off the rails. It's been 2 hours. I can say some things are getting fucked up here. Alright. Let me... just not able to get a lot of these little tiny bubbles out. Out from... Actually, I think I was able to get a lot of the little bubbles like kicked up. Alright, so I'm going to try cure this and then put the layer of purple on and hope for the best. I'm also going to cure the other side too, just to make sure that something is happening. Well, I already borrowed this from him. It's a bigger box. It's out in the shed, in the shop. I'd have to do that. So, yeah. Well, thank you, Lori. I will read this. It's nice to see someone do something online where they are learning instead of watching people do things perfect. You're trying things I would as well. Thanks for being so brave and vulnerable. Well, I don't see it as being brave or vulnerable, but it is realistic. So that's kind of the point. We're trying stuff. Sometimes it comes out perfect, lovely, looks great. Most of the time, probably not so much. But we're giving it a shot. And that's what counts. Because, you don't... My watch back on before I forget. You don't, learn how to perfect stuff unless you muck around with it, right? So do not tell me I got UV resin on my watch. I didn't. I don't know what that is, though. I've had this watch a couple of years. Oh, did I scrape it against something? I might have. I was out and about yesterday, and I may very well have, scraped my watch against something, and that kind of sucks. Oh, well. Okay. I would say that's probably pretty well cured. I'm gonna go ahead and cure this side too. Just see what we can get going there. In the meantime, so I don't have it at the ready, but what I would use to turn these into earrings, I would either... I'm not sure. Well, this is actually clear enough that maybe I can use the clear resin to attach. Yeah, we can try that. Okay, that's the back side of that. I really like the green and how well it came out in some of these molds. The orange came out really well as well. The purple is killing me. This came out great, but it's a very shallow mold. So it might just be that this is too deep for a UV resin pour. I don't... If there was a mirror underneath the mold. Oh, that's interesting idea. I don't have a mirror handy, but I do have a reflective surface that I could certainly... Well, kind of the problem with that is the level, keeping it level. So for now, I will keep that in the back of my mind. That might be an interesting hack. You should do hearts to add to the keychain. Oh! I can do that. I like that idea. Alright. Because that idea also gives me a chance to try out the drill that I got on TEMU in my craft tool haul that I have not yet tried out. Okay. Come on here. Fill it in, will you? Alright. I can definitely feel this is nearly empty now. Okay, I see. Gimme! Okay. That big bubble. Pop some others. See another bubble. Heat up here, you piece of shit. Ah, got it. Heat up here, you piece of shit. There it is. All right. Actually, what I can do is cure it enough so that the levelness doesn't necessarily... It's not quite full. But I'm okay with that for the back. Let's try putting that under there. I don't know if that'll work. The thing about UV resin in any resin is that when the chemical reaction happens, it heats up. And so that can like blow stuff. It can make things go wrong because it overheats. And I've had that happen with UV resin before. It just gets like 1,000,000 degrees and is weird. Whew, that is hot jambalaya. Yeah, it's not quite full. But let me do this, actually. Oh god, that's so cute. Sandwich that. Try to use this to kind of get it right up to the edges. Okay. Letting this cure. Get out of the way. Okay. I don't want to use that heart. I definitely want to use this heart. I want to let this one cure for a minute. So, in the meantime, I'm going to get my alcohol and wipe out this heart. So that heart is ready to go. See, I can see it like kind of detached from the mold. And I honestly don't know. Like, see, it's kind of detached. If that's a curing thing or a warping thing, I don't know. But I'm gonna leave that for a minute. Leave that. Remove this stuff. Son of a monkey. Keep going. Then I'm gonna do this. I like this orange. It is my second favorite color. And it does go nicely with purple, in my opinion. So that's what I will make the secondary arts. There's a couple of that's interesting. That swirl like showed up. Well, it's still like pop there out. Oh, it looks so much better. It's still like wonky in that it's not like perfectly whatevs. I could probably like, well, maybe it is, and it's just an optical illusion because there's purple in the middle of the clear. But the details are so much crisper. All right, it was the clear versus the colored for sure. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. Okay. Let me get more alcohol on my paper towel here. Because what I put in the bowl has basically evaporated. There's like a tiny little bit. Because the thing about the clear is that it definitely has like a tacky layer that needs white on, especially on the back. Oh my gosh. So much better. Woo. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, I mean, like, okay. This is redonkulous. Get this in my hand again so you can see the difference. Do you see how like pitted one is and how beautiful. It's not like as deep a purple because it is kind of like washed out a little bit, but it looks so much nicer. Okay, we're just gonna take this jump ring. You are bye-bye. You. Yes. So much better. So much more worthy of my mama. Alright. What happened here? There's a weird little, see that? Like a weird thing going on there that I don't know what exactly is happening, but I'm going to try to kind of okay. Let's try that. Then we will try this. This is like a payoff from streams on streams ago to use this little USB drill to drill a hole in. So plug it in to my computer. Okay. Where's the... There it is. So there's a button on the cord. Ooh. It turned one of my lights off. It needed too much. Alright. Okay. Let's put in... Okay. I can do this. I think I want the biggest one, which is still very, very tiny. Okay. I think I've seen enough of these. You put this in. Let's see. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay. Get the drill bit. Inside. And then righty tighty. Tighten that bad boy up. Alright, that's as tight as it gets. Whew. This is gonna be dangerous. Actually, we can use this. Let's test it out here to get this center out, which is a little harder than I thought. While this is still kind of top curing. Oh no, what happened there? Oh, it just settled. So there's an indent. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna freaking drill into it. It's fine. Okay. Where's the little thing again? Wish me luck. I don't know if this is gonna work, frankly. Oh, yeah, that's definitely not gonna work if this is coming up. How did it get untight? Okay. Oh, it's just not in there. Okay. I am trying to